Hello, future teachers. So I wanted, as we get to the end of this course, I just wanted to take the time to congratulate you on doing such a great job as we have gone throughout this course. I know that sometimes with the one credit course, it's kind of hard to get just as excited about it as you do with a traditional 3 credit course, but this course is so vital simply because for a lot of students, this is the beginning to their teaching journey. And so this course is really meant to be an introduction to lots of different things dealing with teaching. So as we've looked at public policy and 21st century education, some of the buzzwords that we've seen, looking at No Child Left Behind, which obviously is not as much in existence as it has gone through some reforms, and we have new legislation regarding No Child Left Behind, and looking at the importance of standards, but how things have kind of gone awry because of the importance that's placed on the testing of the standards as opposed to simply looking at how developmentally appropriate they are. These are just all introductory topics that you're going to be finding more in depth as you go into your other classes. But as we get into this last unit, this is the one that I feel like is going to be the most impactful simply because we need to look at how do we keep students engaged. And I'm also asking you to do a little bit of reflection on teachers that you've had in the past. So we've all been in classes where we have instructors all the way from preschool up through college that kept our attention, that made us want to go to class. But we've also had the opposite. We've had the instructors that we hated going to their class, that made us feel bad about ourselves. And so this unit really is looking at what can we do as teachers to keep our students engaged, using the information that we learned as we looked at 21st century education, the technology component, using the information from the teacher interview that you did in Unit 3. All of that information is going to be so valuable to you as you start looking at how can I make sure that the students that I have for however brief of time are going to want to be in my class, are going to learn from me, are going to remember me in a positive way, because those are the ones that end up being successful. So for this final unit, your only assignment is a final discussion board where I'm asking you to think back to some of your favorite teachers that you've had over the years. Why were they your favorite teacher? What did they do that kept you engaged? And especially as you are looking at being a teacher yourself, what was it about them that made you want to be a teacher? So my favorite teacher that I had was my 3rd grade teacher, who I was fortunate enough to also have in 6th grade. And what I loved about her was that she really tried to connect with each one of us. I remember her telling us that she was a witch, which none of us believed, but she told us that because she was double jointed in every single one of her fingers. And she always had red fingernails. Now, again, none of us believed that she was a witch, but it's what she used as her humor when we were misbehaving. Or she wanted to get some kind of point across. But she really was trying to do something other than just be a lecturer. And she did such a phenomenal job of making sure that we knew that she cared about us. We wanted to go to her class every day. We were thrilled when we found out that we were getting her more than once. But here's what I'm going to tell you just as a final piece of advice. As you're looking at becoming a teacher and you are reflecting back on the teachers that you've had over the years, tell them that they meant something to you. Teachers are extremely underappreciated. And so most of the time they feel like they're getting beat down because they only hear the negative. You have no idea how important your words could be to a teacher that you have had in the past who had such a positive impact on you. So with the technology that we have between Facebook and email and texting, Google, if you can't find them, send them a quick note and just let them know you had such a profound impact on my life, that I too want to be a teacher. I have gotten some of those notes over the years, and even now, it means so much to me. I have saved all of them, because sometimes you need to remind yourself why you're going into this field. So as you're reflecting back on these teachers, take a moment and reach out to some of them and just let them know that they had such an impact on you. So that's my final challenge to you as we're finishing up this course. So again, this unit covers 2 weeks, week 7 and week 8. Just make sure that you have completed that final discussion board by the end of week 8 as the course ends. But other than that, I just again wanted to thank you for plugging along, especially during the summer. Doing such a great job looking at your article reviews and your teacher interview. And I really look forward to reading these final discussion board postings. Please don't hesitate to reach out even after you've completed this course. If you have any questions, you want some advice or guidance. I really kind of view my role not just as your instructor, but your mentor as you go throughout the program. So I am always available. My email comes through on every device that I own. So anytime that you have a question, please don't hesitate to reach out. So again, thank you for doing such a phenomenal job this summer. I thoroughly enjoyed working with each one of you, and I wish you the greatest success as you go towards having your own classroom.